Hello, it is sunny and 70 degrees today. I thought I would do a video not in the garden since all of the recent videos have been gardening videos. It's June 1st. We are 6 months into the year. How the heck did that happen? If you watched our beginning of the year video, which was like a recap from last year and plans that we had for this year for the homestead, well, I've got some bad news. Basically, none of the things we wanted to do on the homestead this year have happened so far, and I don't know that really any of them will. Between the price of lumber, the very delayed tax returns, and the fact that we are still waiting for the trees to get cleared, which was a big hang up to most of the projects that we had. There's just not much going on here, which is why I haven't really been doing videos other than in the garden. That's what I've been doing, gardening. So there is one thing that I want to show you guys. It's about the only exciting thing going on. As you can tell, I am going into the back of the chicken coop. Now, I had said earlier in the year that I was not planning on adding more chickens to the homestead this year. We have plenty of chickens. We don't need more. Well, one of our hens went broody and would not break. And you know, we have roosters, or a rooster now, since we're down to one rooster. So I have given her eggs. This is Delilah. She is the biggest of my cochin hens. She's just over a year old, and she is sitting on a dozen eggs. This was the brooder box that I built for the cochins last year. I pulled out the roosting bars that I had put in here when they got a little bigger last year. This is where she grew up. She grew up in here as a baby until she was about 3 months, and her brother and sisters were put back in with the rest of the flock, and now she is attempting to hatch out eggs in here. I just gave her a mixed bunch of eggs, so I have no idea what we'll get. I'm hoping that maybe there'll be some purebred cochins in there, but if not, it's not the end of the world. She is on day 6 of sitting on these eggs. I come out about 5 or 6 times a day and bug her, and I make sure that she gets some food and some water. You know, obviously she always has food, water, spot to dust bath. She is so stubborn, she will not leave the nest unless I make her. So I am bringing her food and water literally to her multiple times a day. And then I kick her out of the nest. Come on. And I let her dust bathe and eat and drink and go to the bathroom for about 10 minutes twice a day. Come on. I see you thinking about it. So basically, I feel like we have a lot of teamwork going on here. Since she doesn't want to leave the nest at all, it is very much my job to make sure that she is eating what she's supposed to be eating and drinking what she's supposed to be drinking. Want more water? I see a caterpillar in here. I don't know how you haven't eaten that yucky thing. So that's the update for her. See, I fed her that caterpillar. Now she's gonna eat, and then I'll give her some more water in a little bit. But this is our daily routine. I do have a screen that I can put in that window. This is a shaded spot. It's behind the big coop, and there's trees around it, so it's actually quite cool in here, and it has good ventilation around the top. But there's a screen in there I can put in there if it gets, 89 degrees. And then I have this partial screen here, but I figure if it gets really hot to where I feel like I need to keep this door open. Right now it's closed to make sure she stays in there or doesn't come out and then can't get back in. I have more hardwood cloth. I can just cover that if I decide that I need to. Good girl, Delilah. But that's it. Nothing else very exciting. Hopefully the trees will get cleared. Last we talked to the guys, they said hopefully within the month. I'm not holding my breath. I wouldn't suggest you do either. So whenever that happens, the first thing we will be doing is fencing in the property because we need to get it fenced in. And then we will be expanding the garden. And then we will be building a greenhouse. And I wanted to be planting the orchard this year. I don't think that's going to happen. Bummer, but maybe I can get it laid out at least. And we've got the Can-Am, the 6x6. We're hoping to get away and a few adventures on that and maybe take like a daycation somewhere this summer with the kids. Our daughter is almost done with school for the year. She's very excited to be finishing up kindergarten, and we have my son signed up for 4K next year. So he'll go 2 days a week. I don't know what I'm going to do with 2 days a week without any kids in the house. Maybe it'll be clean. We won't take bets on that either. But everybody's doing good. Hi, Katie Mae. Katie Mae is still doing great. The vet was just out and did spring shots on the horses, and she's having me cut back a little of that special medication that we had, the Thyroid L that we added onto Katie's prescription medications after her problems with the Cushing's this summer. So we're just dialing it back a little bit. Still going to keep it on hand, and obviously still keeping track of her. Abby, the other horse, wherever she is wandering off, is very, very fat. Like very fat. I've had her on a diet for a while, and she just keeps getting fatter. No, she's not pregnant. She's never been around a stallion. She's just finding things to eat too much of. So I'm probably going to have to put a grazing muzzle on her. She likes food too much. I feel her. I like food too much too. The dogs are great. You know, they're both getting older. Titan, I think he turns 8 this year. Max turns 6. They do a great job for their ages and, you know, what we want them to do. And chickens are good. The rooster's good. The kids are good. The garden, if you've seen the millions of garden videos I've done for the last month or two here, is good. And other than that, we are just ready to kick it into full gear for summer. So I hope you guys have, hey buddy, been having a wonderful spring so far. And let me know if there's anything you'd like to see around here other than the garden, since I haven't really been sharing much other than that. And he's eating cherries. They're covered in cherries. Well, that's it. Hope you guys are just doing good, and I just wanted to give you an update other than garden stuff. So thanks for watching.